them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people?
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes throwing on 4th. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. First down, Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On 2nd and inches, Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Murray trying again after the pick 6. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mahomes going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. This one, it's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to sit down and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hurts over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how far these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Chiefs, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Sympathy. Getting back. Your eyes on me. You're holding back.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got Juju Smith-Schuster. He was a machine for them last week with several touchdowns, on top of triple digits receiving. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers under the lights on Thursday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
I don't know.
Tonight we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we go good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Garber inside the one only Charles Davis and CD. Lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging them.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one. Remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, oh, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground now. That's why getting an early score means a lot.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season. It's Justin Herbert. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to...
Watch this play, my guy. Whoo! You thought. Look at that. That's definitely going on my pin, bruh. Yo, chat, go check that out, my guy.
Lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Jay, I want you to look at this play. This play was awesome, not this one. Watch this. How did the number 11 catch that, bro? I'll do it again. That's a cool play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And there's Williams. What a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this out. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. For 30 more yards and another first down. run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Mahomes will throw for it.
On the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
On 2nd and very short, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Jalen Guyton.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No, no doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Ebron. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Herbert throwing again. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of the second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Then on Sunday night, the oldest rivalry in the NFL, the Bears, the Packers from Lambeau at 8:20 Eastern sharp.
With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Chiefs to take over.
They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And he
He's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Herbert. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 35 yards. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that,
oh my God!
Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown this season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here.
This is definitely going on my page. That's a clean.
The season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another long-term victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We're back now in KC. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert now. His throw incomplete.
Guys smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I guarantee you, Paul is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, LA.
Jalen Guyton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Mahomes now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs out in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards alone. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Reed went. Pan out, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Going back, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. Got a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
An extra point by Butker is on target. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. This was a fun one today for 9 points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Chelsea's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign there, did they? I'm looking for both sides. Visited at frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player. The offensive side of the ball. Those
better for them.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be up.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk.